You've got to see this Carmichael kid ride the 60 class.
Watch Carmichael. He had a taste of that #1 position, and he just jumped his way right back into it.
There's this kid, he just wouldn't believe it. You know, Carmichael, Carmichael, Carmichael.
Who do I have to hire? Who? Why? He's fast.
Look at how tough the youngster is, 17 years old.
I'm like, dude, this guy's really good. And they're like, we told you he's good. You need to watch this kid.
I said, okay, well, what's his name? Ricky Carmichael's his name.
Well, go out and practice, try to find good lines, watch races, win, then I get more attention, and eventually I keep going real good, and then hopefully I win every moto I race. Moto I race.
Win every moto. Ricky Carmichael did a lot of that in 1992, and in 1994, 1995, 1996, and in 1997 as a full-time professional, he still won nearly every single moto. Ricky Carmichael may have actually hated losing more than he loved winning, and that determination is the reason why his own peers nicknamed him the GOAT, greatest of all time.
The Checkers, his very first 250 Supercross victory. He takes the undisputed lead in points for the first time in his career.
Ricky Carmichael, the 250 champion.
A perfect season, closing in on his 24th moto win in a row.
Ricky Carmichael, and a record 5th win here at Daytona.
Undefeated for 10 consecutive seasons. Carmichael has lapped the entire field.
He just lapped second place.
What an athlete, what a rider, what a champion, what a winner.
Ricky Carmichael!
No rider in the history of this sport has frustrated the field as much as Ricky Carmichael. He beat the best.
Everybody's on their feet. Bar to bar we go again. Will we have another classic battle here in Anaheim?
And no matter how rough the conditions or how tough the competition, Carmichael was always up to the test. Inside goes Carmichael again to take the lead, but not for long. And he does it again, side by side, pushes Stewart out off the edge of the track. Carmichael kept his training program closely guarded, but he laughed when asked what his secret was. The answer was always, there are no secrets. Whatever he had or did, he always made sure that it was much more than anyone else.
This is Ricky Carmichael, right?
Desire. I mean, a lot of people have it, but man, that kid absolutely hated to lose.
Simplicity. He keeps it simple. He practices hard, he trains hard, and he rides hard.
Even when things looked that they were going to be very difficult, you know, he was always able to raise the level to what it needed to be to be in front.
I think a lot was his work ethic. You know, from the time he was 8 years old, and you know, and you've got to credit a lot of that work ethic to both Meanie Jeannie and Big Rick.
Of the two of us, if he got it from anybody, Hala gets that determination from him.
Hey, well, I'm going to say she gets from her, ain't me.
What I think makes him so special, and it's something that not many riders, I think, hold on to, is he remembers where he came from.
I mean, that kid wanted to ride all the time, and you know, there's stories about him and his mom going out to practice, and he would start off the day with a 5-gallon jug of fuel, and they weren't done running until that jug of fuel was gone. He wanted to win every single time he got on the bike by 35 seconds.
To me, doing all this hard work isn't worth it if I'm not going to win. If I don't win, I don't know how I didn't win, because I worked harder than anybody.
Carmichael finished first more than any other position. His 150 combined Premier Class victories yielded 10 consecutive Pro Motocross Championships and 5 Supercross titles. Although he was stingy about sharing the top of the podium, he wasn't a selfish sportsman. If Team USA needed him at the Motocross of Nations, he was available. Today, he is still giving back to his sport. With Ricky Carmichael University Riding Schools, he passes along his skills, and in 2013, he partnered with freestyle legend Carey Hart to form RCH Racing, a factory-supported racing team.
He's a very genuine individual, very humble. If you met Ricky on the street corner, you'd never know that what he's accomplished, and he's certainly not going to tell you. But he's a very humble champion all the way along. And he always recognized the people that helped him along the way. And I would say he's been a great representative of the sport.
For his domination on the racetrack and his continued work off it, the AMA Motorcycle Hall of Fame welcomes Ricky Carmichael.